In one of the most shocking moves of the year, Mariah May attacked Toni Storm after winning the Owen Hart Cup and securing a spot to face her mentor at AEW All In Wembley Stadium for the AEW Women's World Championship. There's so much to talk about and so much story that is left to tell here in one of, again, the most shocking moments definitely in AEW, but I'd argue in all of wrestling for the year. We're going to talk about it. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. So it was Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale for the final in the Owen Hart Cup. And in the end, Mariah May was able to squeak out a win there. Very, very close matchup between these two women. Great matchup, but she was able to get by, pick up the victory. And as they celebrate, as Mariah May and her mentor, the woman who brought her in to AEW, the woman who saw her through every single storm, pardon the pun, the woman who taught her how to be a star, darling. After they went to the ramp to celebrate the championship held high, Mariah May takes that Owen Hart Cup title and smashes Toni Storm across the face with it. And this wasn't just any old Mariah May. This was not just the chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe. No. This was an angry, vicious, maniacal, evil Mariah May that knew what she was doing this whole time, that knew what the ultimate goal was, and that knows that at Wembley Stadium, she will have an advantage over Toni Storm in the storyline because she's in her head. As Toni Storm was getting attacked, she wasn't, yelling and screaming out of just agony. She wasn't screaming out of the pain that Mariah May was inflicting on her, as Mariah May took the heel of that shoe and dug it into the forehead, busting Toni Storm wide open. As Mariah May took her body and rubbed Toni Storm's head all over her body to leave blood marks all over it. This is a Toni Storm that could not believe what was happening to her in the moment. This was a Toni Storm that wasn't crying of the pain, that was crying of the sadness. Because this star had one pupil. This star had one real friend in this world. And it was Mariah May. And this entire time, it seems, Mariah May has been trying to pull a fast one. And as Toni Storm's star grew, so did Mariah's. And Mariah just rode her to the top. That seems to be the story they are telling. Then this matchup, Wembley Stadium, all in London, a show I will be there in attendance for, is going to be nothing short of spectacular. Because you have the best version of Toni Storm, who has more motivation than ever, beyond just any title. But as someone who has been wronged, as someone who has been embarrassed, as someone who has been outshined, who Toni Storm will not take kindly to that, we know, against this Mariah May, who right now might be I'll say it, she is one of the best heels. That shot at the end made her look like an even bigger star that we already know she is, but that shot at the end where it was the camera panning out as the screen showed the match graphic for Wembley Stadium, Toni Storm versus Mariah May, with Mariah holding a bloody, battered, and bruised Toni Storm, blood all over the side of Mariah May's face. And she laid the kiss that Toni Storm has given her many times on the forehead upon Toni Storm, and just drops her. I can't wait for Wembley. Say what you want about AEW. Look. I have been holding off on saying this for a while, to truly mean this. AEW has restored the feeling. I'm going to say it. Look, feeling restored, all of it. The formula that worked in 2021 and 2022, they have rejiggered and rebirthed anew. This feels like a must-watch television show week in, week out, because you have a big moment during every show that you have to tune in for. You have matches built weeks in advance that you have to tune in for. They've restored the feeling. This feud has restored the feeling. I can't wait to experience the feeling live in Wembley Stadium when these two go at it. It's going to be spectacular. Let me know in the comments section what you thought of Mariah May turning heel on Toni Storm, attacking her, leaving her bloody in the middle of the stage. I want to hear from y'all. Also, be sure, if you haven't already done so, to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.